We've been talking about hip mobility and hip stability. Today I want to show you an exercise that works both of those. So we'll start in a table. Remember when you make your table that you're looking for right angles. So you'll be in the center of your hip joint and you won't be overloading the place where you overload or overwork all the time. So look for a right angle from heel to knee to buttock bone. Some people do table and they bring their knees out too far, which you can see the sinking in my back. It can really do a number on your SI joint. Or if your knees are too close and your butt is sticking back, then you're just going to be overloading, working your back. So find the middle. You can use a block to help you where your whole thigh is touching the block. Then you know your buttock bones will be over your knees. You don't let your heels cave in, so you're really in the middle of yourself. Find the center of your hip joint will give you more fluidity, more mobility. And then you do the same thing with your hands, where the wrists are underneath the shoulders. So you're not jamming your arms straight and stucking in the heel of the hand. You want to frame collarbone to collarbone and wrist to wrist, buttock bone to buttock bone, and knee to knee. So that alone can take a lot of repetition until you become proficient at it. So when we did the hip pendulums and we were standing and just working on non-weight bearing, opening up the leg. But here we are, 4 on the floor, a frame, stability. We're gonna do circumduction of the hips, so working all the way around. We're gonna work our side seat by taking our leg out to the side. We're gonna work on drawing a circle. Feel like you're drawing a circle with that knee, and you're gonna go all the way around. You're gonna work on hip extension when you bring your leg up, and then up and out. So working all the way around. You should be feeling all sorts of feels in the back of the seat, the side of the seat, and even sometimes in the inner leg as you're working on adduction before you take that leg up. So do 5 to 10 in one direction, and then go the other way. And one way might be easier to go. And then for a little added bonus, and you'll see, oh, I can't quite make the circle, it's more elliptical here. Well, what is it gonna take for you? Where are you dumping into your hand? Make sure you stay even on both sides. You're gonna be working your core as well. And then you can even bring your knee to the opposite knee on the outside. So you work that diagonal, so it's up and out and down and in. Your standing, supporting leg will also be working the outer seat, especially when you cross the midline. And then make sure you do both sides. So, right leg up and out. It's like a peeing dog. And then up, over, and around. So you notice everything else is stabilizing as I'm moving all the way around that hip joint. You can do these a couple times a day, 5 to 10, eventually working your way up 10 to 20. Make sure you go both ways because you don't just want to work that in one direction or one group. You want to work on being more dynamic and available to you. So from up and out, down and in, cross, up and out, really working the hamstrings, the glutes, the underside of the glutes, and then crossing, getting that knee to knee. So how it would translate in a yoga pose would be Garudasana or Gomukhasana, right? Standing in eagle pose or sitting down, really getting the knee in the knee. There are many more things that we can do. So try that out. You should be feeling like, wow, that really works. It's a really nice thing to do also before your practice, especially if you know you have a place that's a little bit sleepy or unconscious. And just by turning that off, you're more apt to be in the middle of yourself and not loading a certain chain, a muscular chain. So you can wake up the sleepy parts, give a break to the parts that work all the time, overwork, and be more dynamic. Happy Yoga Therapy Thursday.